Trump's.
Well, what do you say about Trump?
No, he has nerves of steel.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's a president.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of what do you refer to specifically? What do you refer to?
How he got the president of Venezuela.
Did they got him killed?
No. He went into his country and he took him out.
Brought him to America.
As a prisoner?
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Oh. I didn't hear it.
No, yeah. He went into his country and took him out.
Rabbi Prague.
Yes, good morning.
Max cannot make it today. He has no internet, no electricity, and a few other. But he apologizes to you. He's had a week of it has not been pleasant, but he apologizes and he says he'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you for telling me. Thank you.
Naturally, he was. I called him. I hadn't spoken, so he was telling me about the travails of everybody has it. It's okay.
Mamash. ישיבת ארץ ישראל הוא זוכר.
As long as he's okay and he's healthy, the rest will.
Baruch Hashem.
Right.
We're starting a new Sefer Shmot. The Ramban brings that the Baal Halachot Gedolot labels Sefer Shmot as HaSefer HaSheni. So normally as a kid, kids or young people, you would say the second book. If Shmot is the Sefer HaSheni, Vayikra should be a Sefer HaShlishi. But Vayikra is Sefer HaKorbanot. So what is Sefer HaSheni? Says the Ramban, listen carefully at the Ramban learn. Says the Ramban, the first Sefer was creation. Hashem created the world. The second Sefer is Am Yisrael becomes a nation. Here it is HaSheni, the second half of creation. The world was created for the Jewish people. This book is how the Jewish people are being formed as Jewish people. Let's see. Please open 294 by Ilari Bayutz, Perek Aleph. Pasuk Tetvav. פסוק ט"ו. ויאמר מלך מצרים למיילדות העבריות. From Paro, part of his plan to annihilate the Jewish people, at least the men, he says to the Jewish midwives, so either they are the two chief midwives who are in charge and others, השם האחד שפרה, השם השנית פועה. According to the Kabbalah of Chazal, Shifra is Yocheved, the mother of Moshe, and Puah is Miriam, his sister. Now remember, he is commending them, which means he's threatening them. Vayomer, ויילדכם את העבריות. When you help a Jewish woman give birth, וראיתם על האוזניים, אם בנו והמיתן אותו. This is before the baby is born. He's giving him signs to recognize that the baby that is about to come out is a male or a female. אם בנו והמיתן אותו. But he bachaya. Look a second to the Rashi on the bottom. Rashi ויילדכם והולידכם על האבניים מושב האישה היולדת. She said an especially sit. אם בנו לא היה מקפיד אלא על הזכרים, שאמרו לו יצטג מיניו, שעתיד להיוולד בין המושיע את ישראל. They told him that the Jewish future savior is about to be born. So he is giving now a command to the Jewish midwives to kill. Now remember, this is basically threatening the lives of two Jewish women. Either you kill the babies or not. Are they commanded al pi halacha to listen to him or not? We'll see in a minute. But Tomarna, look what happened. Look at Pasuk Yud, page 294. 294. ותראינה המילדות את ליד ריל יראת שמיים, ולא עשו כאשר דיבר עליהם מלך מצרים. ותחיינה את הילדים. ותחיינה, ולא עשו כאשר דיבר עליהם מלך מצרים, and they didn't listen to him. Obviously the babies are not dead. Says Rashi, look at the Rashi, ותחיינה. Says Rashi, not only they did not kill them as he wanted, מספקות להם מים ומזון. They supplied the mothers and the baby with water and food. So the question that we are going to discuss today is, A, are they permitted to kill the babies to save their own lives? This is basically a threat. Either you kill the unborn baby, unborn means it's about to be born, but it's not born yet. Are they obligated? And if they are not, are they permitted to put their life in danger? I mean, they sold a good excuse to Paro. And Paro later says to them, why didn't you do it? They told him the Jewish women are giving birth before you arrive, all these excuses. So let's look and see if an unborn child, you kill an unborn child, is it a full-fledged murder or come out? It's a machloket Rambam. Here we have enough so that you can take this Gemara Ezra.
When you say unborn child, does it matter what stage? Is it an embryo, or is it just about to come out, or is it very?
You do realize that Paro is talking to them as the baby is about to be born.
It's not.
Right, no,
Which
but
means-
when you examine halakha, are there
We're
variations depending on the age of the embryo?
we're going to discuss it also.
Right, head's already out, they're waiting to see what
Right,
gender
like Eli is saying,
That's basically
they're waiting to see what
But it's
gender
not-
it
it's
is.
It's not telling them. If you look in the Mefarshim or the Medrashim, Ala Avnaim is about to come and he gave them signs to recognize
The gender?
if the baby is about to be born, or a boy or a girl.
Oh.
His all excuse here is to realize Paro is a king. Only after he failed in his attempt to do what he wanted, then he publicly says, let's kill all the Jewish people. Originally, he makes it as if the baby died. Not to kill. Paro is not telling them to kill the baby after it's born. Paro is telling them when the baby is about, I'm giving you signs to recognize if it's a male or a female.
Before.
Before.
Okay.
Look a second in Masechet Sanhedrin. Well, it's a very important question.
Probably doesn't matter if it's a boy or a Jew.
We'll see in the Rambam. The bottom line will be it's worth if a boy does. If you do it to a boy. It makes a difference. If you kill a boy, it's murder also.
It's Larry on.
Yeah.
Larry, is Al Torah, is there an app for it or is it only going through the website?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question, Eli. I apologize.
Al Torah, is there an app for it or you only can go through the website? Because I looked for an app.
I don't think there's a web. I always go through the website.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Alot.org. I'll check though. That's a good question. Well,
I got the website. I looked for an app. I didn't see it. That's what I just wanted.
I'll check for you, Eli.
So look a second. Look a second in Daf Ayin Bet Amud Bet, the fourth line in Rashi.
But what Masechta? I'm sorry, I didn't hear Rabbi.
That's on it again.
Okay.
If I am bad, I'm good.
I in bed? Okay.
Look at the Rashi, the wide one.
Where are you, son, Adrian? Bet, I'm at bed 7B.
See the fourth line, you know, the fourth white line. Katana over there. Look at the Rashi. Look 2 lines further. Katana Rodef is really there at the beginning of the Gemara. I'm interested in Rashi. That's how short, 2 lines further. 2 lines further, like
The end of the line.
that.
Where are you holding?
יצא
six
ראשו,
wide
ראשית
lines,
דיבור
six wide
המתחיל, יצא ראשו, עין ב' עמוד ב', in the wide lines, it said
6 lines.
6 lines from the
Okay.
wide lines.
At the end.
Listen carefully, Rashi is explaining to us the Mishnah, Ve'isha hamekasha leileh. The woman has difficulties delivering the baby and her life is in danger. Umesukenet. Her life is in danger. Ukatani Reisha, the Reisha of the Mishnah that the Gemara is quoting, Achaya, the midwife, poshetet et yada, the midwife is extending, putting her hand in the mother,
Yeah.
the chotachton, she cuts the baby to pieces, umotziato la'ivarim. So the mother is allowed, the midwife is allowed to kill the unborn baby to save the mother. And here is the key phrase. She explains why is it permitted. Normally, I cannot save my life by killing another person. Why are we killing the unborn baby to save the mother? Says Rashi, because man shelo yatsa la'avir ha'olam lav nefesh. So the Rashi is clear.
Not born yet.
Crystal clear. Everyone agrees it's not born.
You know what I'm saying? That's the logic.
The key phrase, Lav Nefesh, is not a complete human being. This is the phrase, remember again. As long as he's not born, yeah? He's not a complete human being. Venitan lehorgo u'la'atzil et imo. So because he's not a full-fledged human being and his mother's life is in danger, we are permitted to kill him, כך אומר רש"י. אבל יצא ראשו. If the baby stuck his head out, he's considered a born child. Ain't no bimbo, the Havele is considered kayalud, as if he's born.
Remember something about the crown of the head showing, or
The father. Ve'ein
Go.
Efer second, ve'ein dochim nefesh, mipnei nefesh. For the same reason that I cannot put a bullet into someone's head to save my neck, under duress, here is the same. Now it's the mother and the child. And the Rambam, the Rashi says, after second, before he's born, he's not a full-fledged human being. So you can kill him to save the mother. But inside the Rashi said, Lav Nefesh. Yeah, what's your question, Harry?
Going back to a couple of parshiot before, I think, was it Peretz and Zerach? The babies came.
Right.
So Rashi says here, the Havile Kiyalud. So if the baby's head popped out and then went back in,
The parents and Zerach, he stuck his hand, not his head. He didn't stick his head. Because you put it's
oh,
over
Vayakameshiv Yad or something.
the Shiv Yado, exactly, only his head.
Okay. It's always interesting with Peretz and Zerach, how that worked out.
So everybody, in the case where the head came out and the mother dies, that's the way it is.
so you always take these?
Don't take it. If you for yourself take two, you do it fast.
By the way, it just said now, it came out, if it's, the head already came out, and it's either the mother or the baby, and the mother dies, that you're not allowed to intercede.
Right, exactly.
Or whichever happens. whatever the.
Now let's see how the Rambam copies this Gemara, okay? Look at the Rambam in Sefer Nezikin in Chot Rotzeach. Perek Aleph in Chot Rotzeach. Sefer Nezikin in Chot Rotzeach. In Chot Rotzeach, Perek Aleph. פרק א' הלכה ט' מהלכות רוצח.
After Geneva?
רוצח is the last time. Yes. Listen carefully to the Rambam. הלכה ט', פרק א', ספר נזיקין. הלכות רוצח, which is the last topic. פרק א', הלכה ט'. אף זו, says the Rambam, אף זו מצוות לא תעשה, שלא לחוס על נפש הרודף. What is the Rambam saying? Man chasing another man and he's trying to kill him. The Torah says you must לא לחוס על נפש הרודף. You have to stop the chaser, even if you have the only choice is to kill him. לפיכך, listen to a Rambam. This Rambam is a bombshell, but the Rambam says it. לפיכך, הורו חכמים, the Mishnah told us, which we read together, שהעוברה, a pregnant woman, שהיא מקשה לילד, she's having difficulties, מותר לחתוך העובר במאיה. You know why you are permitted, why the midwife can kill the baby before he's born? If he threatened her mother's side, his mother's side, בין בסם, בין ביד, מפני שהוא כרודף, what is the Rambam saying? The Rambam is saying that the baby in his mother's tummy is considered a rodef. He's chasing his mother, and therefore you're allowed to kill it.
It's like nothing to do
When the
with
Rambam
life.
began with this baby is like a nail, a gun, or a knife. So what is the Rambam really telling us? That if you would not be a rodef, it's assumed because it's a murder, yes.
Why is it different when the head
So
is out? Isn't it still a little different?
It should be the
It's
same.
it's a good question. Yeah.
Because if the head is out, and the baby
Right,
still,
but
the mother's not at
damaging,
risk.
he's
What's
threatening
the difference?
some mother.
Before we discuss Rami's question, let's focus again with the Rambam is strongly disagreeing with Rashi. Rashi told us that before the baby is born, he is not a full-fledged nefesh, and therefore you're allowed to kill him to save his mom.
It's not a being.
The Rambam is telling
He's a
us he
being,
is a being,
like a man.
but the only reason you cannot kill him is because you're threatened. So now Rani is asking a good question. So how come when he's stuck?
If I could kill a man who's chasing somebody, why can't I kill a newborn?
So look further. ואם שהוציא ראשו, the Rambam continues, ואם שהוציא ראשו אינו גיבור, if he stuck his head, don't touch him. Why? שאין דוחים נפש מפני נפש. You cannot kill one
There are
in
equal
order
footing.
to save the other one. וזהו, here the Rambam is adding this phrase, וזהו טבעו של העולם. This is the nature of
So
life.
we're saying that the head out is not necessarily a threat to the mother, like it might have been when the
This
when
is
it was inside.
exactly what he said.
It's not
He's
the
saying
same kind of threat.
inside is a
It's
full
either or.
human being, but it's more the reason. After he stuck his head, the labor is almost over. I mean, the rest of the body has to come out. But the process of birth, I mean, it's a very fine line.
Atheist work,
And
it's
many
science,
people,
so-
many people do have a problem understanding the Rambam. But the Rambam is saying something. He's saying when the baby sticks his head out,
It's already
We have another
illegal.
kill here. Of course, the birth has to be finished, but he says this is the way the world is going. So Be'emet, you have two people, the mother and the son, who are equally full-fledged human being, and nature, so to say, has to interfere.
Yeah, you could imagine, no two cases are exactly alike. So
Right,
the
right.
case where head is out and the baby really is at threat to the mother, if that's the rule, it's the
Sorry,
rule.
the Torah tells us that the unborn child is not equal footing with the mother, because if you kill the unborn child, you're not chayav mitah. So we know it's not a
But the
complete.
Rambam said to say that.
But as if you can't, the Torah tells us that we're not killing
See, but this is
the
the
unborn child.
Here we have a machloket in Rambam and Rashi.
Yeah.
Rashi told us that the
Basis.
reason you can kill him before he's born is because he's not a full-fledged human
person.
being.
Here
So the
it's a
choices
full
are very
person.
clear. Mother or an unborn, not full-fledged. So about 120 years ago, there was a following question. The mother, I'm using an example. The mother has a disease, let's say high blood pressure. The mother has it. I think that if we treat the mother the way doctors are telling us, the baby is going to die. Yes?
Yeah.
Now remember, the baby is definitely not the threat to the mother. She has cancer or diabetes or any other heart problem. Can we kill the unborn child? Can we give a strong medicine that is going to affect the child?
Yeah.
So some of the Gedolim 120, 130 years ago said, yeah, it depends on Rashi or Rambam. According to Rambam, that the only reason we can kill the baby is because he is the threat. Over there is not the threat. It's the result of treating the mother. The baby are going to die. Yes. So according to the Rambam, it should be assumed. According to the Rashi, it's clearly mutar. Here is have a clear case.
By you giving medicine to the mother, you're really not killing the child.
Right. This is the point. But we know for sure that the baby would die. Yes. According to Rambam, you can do that because the baby is a full-fledged human being. So is his mom. But according to Rashi, you definitely mutar for the same reason. This is the Maharash, one of the Gedolim in Galicia, about 120, 130 years ago, probably more, said exactly that, Rashi and Rambam.
So extrapolating an abortion, in a case where the mother's life is at risk because she's pregnant, that might have some validity. If her life is really at risk because of pregnancy, let's assume she's going to hemorrhage or something.
Right. Everyone that talks about abortion brings this, but this is not our topic. Now our topic is the two Jewish women, the two midwives, are told, kill the unborn baby, otherwise you'll be killed. This is how we started the class today. We started the class. Were they permitted or not permitted? Were they obligated or not obligated? So let's go now.
And they will tell the gender
According-
before the head emerged.
Paro, yeah. The commentator said that he gave it. See, Paro was not simply a butcher yet. Paro makes believe the Jewish babies die. His real intent is to eliminate the male baby. So if you go back, it comes out like this. According to Rashi, should be mutar. Why? The same way that we are permitted to kill the unborn baby to save the mother because the mother's life is in danger. Here the meyaldot are under duress, the life of the meyaldot are in danger. And the only way for them to save themselves, right, is to kill the baby. The same as doctors are giving strong medicine to operate on a woman who is pregnant in advanced pregnancy, according to Rashi, because the baby is not a full-fledged human being, we mutar.
In the case you just this case, the midwife is at risk.
Correct, it's the same. It's the same. Well, what's the
Because
difference if the
it's a
mother who
definition.
carries the baby or her life is being threatened because she's not doing that? So what is the source of the mother's danger? The baby. But according to Rambam, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. Yeah,
Is your use of the word baby really the word? Because when we think of it as a baby, but when that, I don't know what you call it, when that creates.
But this to realize this is how we stand.
Right.
The unborn child, according to Rambam, is
can't be a baby.
considered a full human being, and the proof of that is the only green light that the Rambam told us to kill him before he is born is only because he's labeled as a rodef. Otherwise, it will be asur, which means the Rambam is telling it's asur. Yes, but according to the Rambam, the midwives have no choice. They have no heter, so to say. The midwives have no legal right to do it. But Tirena Yaldot et Elohim, Lichora, they are obligated. But here's the but. Go now, like take the other Rambam. Go to the Rambam.
Paro. How could Paro know that if it's a boy or I don't understand the Pesukim.
Want me to read the signs of the
Can't they put their hand in and see where the
Midrash is
genitals are?
saying. The Midrash is giving us clear signs to know. I used to have the sign by Yad. They knew before the baby comes out. Yes. If they kill him right away, go to Rambam Sefer Shoftim. You have in your Rambam, go to the last book. Take your Rambam and go all the way to the end. Sefer Shoftim.
Can't they
What?
the genitals?
Here.
It seems simple, no?
B'nai Noach allowed to do this?
No, this is the point.
This is all true. Like I said, I'd like to ask Rambam, what do we do with the fact that when you kill the unborn child in the Torah, it says you pay.
You pay money.
You pay money. That's what I mean.
Eli is
That's a
asking.
I can't get past that.
Eli is asking. It says in the Torah that if two people fight and they knock out a pregnant woman, you pay money. According to the Rambam, if it's considered, everyone agrees, Eli.
Not intentional.
Okay, if you want, Eli is asking, how can you pay money? According to the Rambam, you're killing. So go to Parshat. Okay, leave this open before. Go to Parshat Mishpatim. Go to the Chumash. Go to the Chumash and Parshat Mishpatim. Eli is right. According to the Rambam, the question is intensified. Yes. First, look at 422. Then, of course, we'll see the Psukim 31. Pasuk says, "V'chi natzu anashim v'nagfu isha hara." They have a deadly fight. They are trying to kill each other. And the pregnant woman is crossing the fire line. V'yatzu yeladeha. Lo yeh ason. Lo yeh ason means neither the woman died, nor his friend died. Anosh yanesh asher yashit ala ba'al ha'isha v'natan l'peli. You have to pay money. Pay money. Eli says, according to the Rambam, why is it money? It's murder. Now, you do understand. You're not asking why don't we kill? But anyway, let's say pasuk. So now look at the Pesukim of murder in Parashat Mishpatim. Look at now, go to 420. 420. Look at the top Pasuk. Now this is Perek Chaf Aleph, Pasuk Yud Bet. Makeh ish v'amet, mot yumat. Makeh ish. What's a makeh ish? Asher lo tzada, if it's accidentally, you go to him. Look at the Rashi, please. Pasuk Yud Bet. Rashi on the right side. Kama ketuvim ne'emru b'parashat Rotzchim. There are many psukim in various places. Makeh ish v'amet, lama ne'emar. This Rashi is asking, why does it say Makeh ish v'amet? Why is the word v'amet? Makeh ish v'amet, says Rashi. Fi shene'emar b'ish ki yakeh kol nefesh adam mot yumat. Says in Vayikra, ki yakeh. If you strike a man, you have to die. Shomea ani haka'ah lo mitah. You might think to just strike someone, strongly to die. Talmud Omar makeish vamet. Only if the man that you struck died, fine. אינו חייב אלא בהכאה של מיתה. Good. ואם נאמר מכה איש ולא נאמר ואיש כי יכה. If you would have only this pasuk, מכה איש ומת, but not the pasuk over there, הייתי אומר, אינו חייב עד שיכה איש. Only if you kill an adult over 13. היכה את האישה, if you kill the woman, את הקטן, המיינר מנין, תלמוד לומר, כי יכה כל נפש אדם, כל נפש, כל נפש.
That word worked with Rashi, nefesh.
אפילו קטן,
nefesh.
אפילו קטן ואפילו אישה.
Almost all fetus.
Okay, then Rambam continues, ועוד, אילו נאמר מכה איש, שומע אני אפילו קטן שהיכה, about the child is the murderer, perhaps kill him. תלמוד לומר באיש כי יכה. Now comes Eli's question. Now Rambam says ועוד, כי יכה, this is the answer. Eli's question was, according to the Rambam, if an unborn child is a full-fledged human being, therefore you cannot simply kill him. So how come if you knock down the babies, no, ki yakeh kol nefesh adam, if the pasuk will be ki yakeh kol nefesh, afilu nefarim. Even an unborn child, I would think, is punishable by death, because kol nefesh adam. According to the Rambam, it's perfect. It's nefesh adam. Talmud lomar makeh ish. שאינו חייב עד שיכה בן קיימא, הראוי להיות איש. This is the reason, if a baby is born already, and you kill the baby, unless we know that the mother carried full 9 months cycle, you wouldn't kill the mother. Why? Because maybe he's born already.
Right, but we have something. There's always a thing. So if the baby was 8 months or something, we have to wait till 30
Now you
days.
introduce a new term, born and full term.
Just answering
Full term
your
is, what's born? Is born full term or
born
full term?
Full term is a full-fledged murder executed. The punishment is executed.
Right.
Otherwise, of course, it's assumed that the punishment is not execution.
How do you measure full term in the ancient times?
Chachamim know exactly when the mother becomes pregnant. Even we know. It's a period of certain feelings that she had, and then they count. Now, let's see a second. So let's go back. The question was, Paro is telling them to kill. Were they permitted or not permitted? So we're saying, well, according to the Rambam, perhaps assume. But here's the matter. Go back to the Gemara you had, go back to the original Gemara. And go to Daf Ayin Dalet Amud Bet.
Rabbi Prague?
Ayin Dalet Amud
Now that
Bet.
they didn't kill, are they putting themselves in danger? For sure.
Death. Well, Paro would kill them. Paro is telling you what to do.
But is a person allowed to do that?
Go
against.
This is part of our question.
Same thing like
Are
that.
they
No, either
allowed-
kill this guy, I'm gonna kill you. So
Are
now
they
we-
allowed to put themselves in sakana? It's not even sakana. We definitely kill them for that reason. Look now in the Gemara in Daf Ayin Dalet Amud Bet, and we'll see what the Rambam says in this matter here. Ba'u minei merav Avi. It's about 6-7 lines from the bottom. No, 9 lines from the bottom. Ba'u minei, you have it, Larry? Ayin Dalet Amud Bet. Listen carefully to the question here. Ben Noach and Noah, the boy, מצווה על קדושת השם או אינו מצווה על קדושת השם? Let's say a goy who keeps the Sheva Mitzvot B'nai Noach. He doesn't worship Avodah Zarah. The Hindus or the Crusaders are coming to a point. They bow down and accept Christianity, bow down and accept Buddha, otherwise we would kill you. We, by us, you have to give your life for it. Is it going mechuyab or not mechuyab? We'll see later in the Rambam that the same question is not only to do Avodah Zarah, the same question would be if you are forcing a boy to kill. You are forcing a boy to have a relationship with a woman that is not permitted. So again, by us, by the big cardinal three, or by any regular mitzvah, if it's done in public, right? Public, we have to give our lives. How far does it go by a goal? This is the question. The Gemara, of course, is bringing the case of Avodah Zarah because this is the biggest. But you see later in Rambam that this applies to all the other mitzvot. Avodah Zarah. Look at 7. So look at the bottom of the page. My Habe'ala, 5 lines from the bottom. The Gemara wants to solve the case. Amar Avada Barava, Amre Beirav, they said in the Yeshiva of Rav, yes? Listen carefully now. Everyone remembers the Haftarah of Parshat Metzorah. Naaman is the general of the army of Aram. He has very strong leprosy. He comes to Elisha. Elisha tells him, dip 7 times in the Jordan River. At first he makes fun of it, then he does it. He comes out of the water, his skin is clean. He comes to Elisha and he makes a statement. Atayadati, now I know that the Jewish God is the only one, which means he's accepting upon himself not to worship Avodah Zarah. Yes, come on. But now he has a question. Look at the question. Here's his question. Ketiv is asking now Elisha, Ketiv, לדבר הזה יסלח השם לעבדך. But God should forgive me for the following. What is the following? Listen good now. בבוא אדוני בית רימון. My master, the king, goes to pray in a church called Beit Rimon.
Yeah.
להשתחוות שם. This is עבודה זרה. והוא נשען על ידי. He's leaning on my hand.
Yeah.
If I'm not bowing down, it would kill me.
Yeah.
Mutar or asur. Basically, he's asking him this question. Yes, I'm not going to worship. I don't believe in. But my life is, yes. Look at the Rashi a second on the left side at the bottom. הדבר הזה, מאחר שקיבל עליו נעמן, שלא לעבוד עבודת כוכבים, אמר לו לאלישע, he tells Elisha, הדבר הזה יסלח השם לעבדך שאני אנוס בדבר, I'm under duress, שאדוני נשען. Go back to the Gemara.
Is that a question or a statement?
He's asking a question. He's asking Elisha a question. What should I do? Yes or no? Elisha answers in bed. Go back to the Gemara. Go back to the Gemara. Vayomer lo, Elisha says to him, Lech leshalom. No, you can go home in peace. Okay? Go to the next page on top. Okay, I'm teaching you the Gemara now, the way Tosfot and the Rambam. Tosfot and the Rambam didn't have the word law. So Tosfot and the Rambam are learning the Gemara like this. If he is obligated to go, if he is obligated to give his life, Leimale, Elisha should have told him, listen good now, Ha betzina. This is done in your church, there are no 10 Jews there, and it's okay.
Oh.
But if it's public, you have to give your life. Again, Elisha is giving him a blessing. Lech leshalom, which means it's fine. I'm reading the Gemara without the word lo. This is the way the Tosfot are learning, and this is the way the Rambam learns. ואם התעלמה ואלישע should have told him, "Habetzina." If you go to your church and there are no Jews there, fine. But in any other situations where you have 10 Jews around, you have to give your life, even under duress. The fact that he did not tell him, yes, shows us
It's
it
okay.
is never like it's okay. So again,
Regardless of the
the
circumstance.
obligation of a goy, don't worship Avodah Zarah. The minute you do it under duress,
And it's private.
even in public,
Yeah.
no chayav. This is the way Tosfot are learning. The Rashi learns different. According to Rashi, the question was not solved. But according to Tosafot and Rambam, it's solved. Go to the Rambam now, put your Gemara back. Go to the Rambam. The Rambam is second Perek Yud Halacha. This is Perek Chet. Two more pages. Here's Perek Yud. Ben Noach, you have Perek Yud. Halacha. Right. Perek Yud Halacha. Please listen carefully. Listen carefully to the Rambam. By you, it's page 200. See, like this is the advantage of the Sefer Ezekiel. Ben Noach, you have it? Ben Noach, ששגג באחת ממצוותיו. So it's finalized it.
It's almost fake to
It's
think.
exactly that. Yeah. בנוח ששגג באחת ממצוותיו פטור בכלום. חוץ ורוצח בשגגה. Let's remember, fine. Okay, now, so remember, if you שוגג, במה דברים אמורים, skip like 2 lines, במה דברים אמורים, ושגג באחד ממצוות ועבר בלא כוונה. How can you do a שוגג בלא כוונה? Listen to the Rambam. כגון, שבעל אשת חברו בגימה שהוא אשתו. Group of friends are sleeping together, the man and the woman in the same bedrooms, and he thought that this is his wife, and she is a married woman. אבל, אם ידע שהיא אשת חברו, he knows that this is his friend's wife. ולא ידע שהיא אסורה לה, he thought she's willing to do it, she's starting with me. אלא עלה על ליבו שדבר זה מותר. He thought that this is מותר, because וכן אם הרג והוא לא ידע שאסור להרוג, הרי זה קרוב למזיד ונהרג. So שוגג means I have zero intention, it's not my interpretation. I thought that this woman is his wife, yes. I thought that this animal will kill the man.
He's being a big principle here. Karov Lemezid on the Baal
The Noach is
on
Messiah.
the it's Mezid.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody says later.
That's not for us.
Nay,
Yeah, but wait a second. All the examples he gives of shogeg are okay, but the difference is here it is harag. There's a big difference between harag and all the others.
no.
Average human being might know that you can't.
Let's go back to Parashat Bereshit. You remember when Lemech killed Cain? What happened? Right? Lemech, his eyesight was not as good. He saw a creature from far. He's shooting him. He killed him. He would not be killed. This is not a shogeg, right? If the shogeg, you realize all the shogeg that is being punished for are shogeg that either you should have investigated better or you should have learned more. See how the Rambam concludes this halacha? שהיה לו ללמוד, you see? ולא למד. Now, here's the Gemara that we just saw. Again, the topic of the Gemara was, is a Noahide under duress obligated to give his life the same as we or not? Says the Rambam, listen carefully to the Rambam, halacha bet. Look at bet. Ben Noach, שאנסו אנס לעבור לאחד ממצוותיו. A crusader comes to a boy and says, accept Christianity, otherwise I would kill you.
He's already holding by the 7 mitzvot.
Yes, right, the man, Ben Noach means he's holding by 7 mitzvot. מותר לו לעבור, it's allowed to do it. אפילו נאנס לעבוד עבודת כוכבים. עובד, which is the Gemara that we just saw, yes? אפילו, which means, אריות, רוצח, says any of the 7, Megillah is right. למה says אפילו עבודה זרה, לפי עיר, שאינם מצווים על קידוש השם. If you remember the Gemara that we began a second ago with, is a בנוח מצווה על קידוש השם or not? And the conclusion is not. Good. So now let's go back a minute. The 2 midwives, right, are told to kill unborn babies. The question is, and they didn't listen to you. Right? Were they obligated to listen to them or not? Do you see clearly not? They are definitely halachically considered Noahites. This is before Matan Torah. Since their lives are in danger and the baby was not born, it's as if the baby is unborn in front of his mother. So if they wanted an excuse, they could have had an excuse here. And then Noach is not obligated to give his life. No. Yes. So this is what the Pasuk is telling us, but תראינה מילדות את האלוהים, ולא עשו כאשר דיבר עליהם מלך מצרים, even though they knew that potentially he might kill them. So first the question was, were they obligated to do it or not? So according to Rashi, there was no question that they were permitted to do it.
But that Rashi would be okay even after Matan Torah, right?
Correct. See what Eli is saying, very good. Eli is saying even after Matan Torah, according to Rashi,
It's not a full nefesh.
not a full nefesh. But according to the Rambam, that an unborn child is considered a human being. And we have a pasuk to say why if you perform unnecessary abortion, you're not being killed in the pasuk. According to the Rambam, since they are doing it under duress, now this is the answer. The question was, Namud? No.
So if according to Rambam, Rani asked the question whether if it's a full-fledged nefesh, then inside the woman or outside the woman, what is the difference? So why does he call one outside their equal basis
Why are we making a
and
distinction?
inside it's rodef?
Well, according to the Rambam now, even if someone is, why are we permitted to kill a woman? According to the Rambam, every time you have a situation of rodef, even by Jewish law.
No, but why is it a rodef? Again, I'm not sure. Inside the body it's a rodef.
You mean the Rambam,
Outside the body it's
when
not
he-
a rodef, they're on equal footing.
when he stuck his head, so the Rambam added the phrase, "Vezeu tibo shel olam." This
This
is
is
what
the
the
way the
Rambam
word. Oh, I
added.
thought the Rambam is saying that's
No,
what
the
Allah,
Rambam-
that people that one that person's blood is not redder than the other. They're on
No,
equal footing.
zeu tibo, this is part of nature. So even though in reality is a rodef, but it's not a real
Not
rodef. This is
warranted
the way
kill
birth takes place. Yeah, Shaila is why don't you say the same before it's born also?
Yeah.
Zeu tibo shel olam. The answer is before the baby comes out,
There's clear
it's
evidence.
clearly that he is the one. And look, something
So,
possible.
Rabbi,
Yes.
Can a person take a bullet to protect someone? Look like a president?
Is
his
he
job, it's his
obligated
job.
or is
That's his
permitted?
job. Okay, that's his job.
He's a soldier, basically.
That's the reason it's stupid if he's doing it, but
The
No,
president, let's say
but
the king,
you're
the
talking
Jewish
about
king has
The Jewish king
has
Bodyguard.
okay, well, a minute, before
Oh.
that, let's go here, let's go now.
Not Trump.
Not Trump. We're not talking about Trump. We're talking
Not
about
Trump.
an Israeli
Yeah,
president or
yeah.
something.
He said a king, Jewish king. He has a bodyguard.
Now look a second.
We came home from shul and I was like,
He
put on-
invaded
What
Venezuela,
happened?
captured-
He told me, I didn't
captured
hear about it.
Maduro.
oh my god.
He's in jail now,
They
Brooklyn.
went and invaded the
But they
country
went in
and
the
took
country.
out the
This
president.
never happened in history.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it
yeah.
happened
We did.
with
We did.
Reagan.
The first one.
Yeah.
No, even from Venezuela. What's his name? The
Hugo
first one.
Not Hugo Chavez.
Chavez.
And they never took him out.
No, they didn't take him out. They didn't take him out. He died because
They took out El Chapo, but he wasn't a president.
Right, right.
But this is
I mean, at least the world. I mean,
It keeps it interesting.
as David says, he's a president.
Yeah.
He became a policeman of the world. And go now to go back to Perak Tet Alachat Dalet. Tet Dalet. Basically, what did he demand? Trump, it was.
No, he arrested him.
No, I don't know. But
he's in Brooklyn.
He's in Brooklyn.
And
what does he want? What
He's
does he
going to
want?
run
Once he's
Venezuela
gone,
now.
he
We're going
can
to
have
run
charges
Venezuela.
against him.
Ah,
Until there's a proper time to get on government, we're going to run Venezuela, and we're going to manage the oil.
So
Some people say the oil is the prize.
there was a warrant out for his arrest for drug trafficking
From
and all
before.
sorts of things from before.
Even before
So
he became
now,
president.
so now from Trump's first term, now he's going to go on trial. This is going to be crazy. He's on trial. He's going
In
on
Brooklyn.
trial.
In Brooklyn.
Look a second.
And the
The
white
people of the country
And the
Everyone
white.
is
And the
happy.
white.
No, it's mixed.
But the
There was
people of the
a
country,
discussion-
they're happy. Their country is happy. But the Democrats are upset.
Look at Allah. Of course, they have to be upset because it's such a victory to him. They have to be upset. Look at Alachat Dalet. Look at Perak Tet Alachat Dalet. Listen carefully. The Rambam is telling
Let's see
us. The Rambam is telling us. You realize, of course, by the end of the day, the question would be: is unnecessary abortion a full-fledged murder or not? Yes. This is. And if it's a murder, assuming a Torah, this is the argument between Rabbi Waldberg and Rabbi Feinstein. Here,
Yeah.
listen to this Rambam.
Yeah.
Here. Ben Noach, שהרג נפש. אפילו אילי עובר ובאי אמו נהרג עליו. The Rambam is
What's
consistent.
the English
here.
for that?
The
Yeah.
Rambam is consistent.
You're going to kill the doctor.
Rambam says a doctor performed an unnecessary abortion, he's been killed. Annoyed. Why? Here the Rambam is saying openly that he is a person.
And if the woman were Jewish,
What?
if the woman was Jewish,
No,
where we don't kill,
Radai. To the point, you hear that Rabbi Waldberg says, I am the head of the hospital, I'm Jewish, and I have a choice. Remember, this is legality now, to perform an abortion that Jewish law would not really allow it. But we're doing it. I have a choice between a Jewish doctor or not. Both of them are not really, the Jew is not religious, he did it a million times before.
Yeah.
He says choose the Jew and not the non-Jew.
This is more
Because for a
severe.
non-Jew, he's a full-fledged murder. The boy is murdered.
It's more severe for the goy.
Unfortunately, in our holy country, unfortunately, abortions, unfortunately.
Yeah. Virginia, the previous governor said if even they were alive, they could do it. That is-
Look,
no, they're just a little
look
life.
look further. No, but this is really the proof. Rabbi Feinstein says, if you kill a Gentile for it, obviously it's a full-fledged murder. Because if it's not a full-fledged murder, we have no right to kill the boy. What do you do?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
based on the
it's
punishment.
difficult. If you realize, we proved it from there also. But the Rambam told us in Chot Rotzeach, the reason why you can kill the baby is because it's a rodef. Otherwise, see clearly from the Rambam, we assume.
Are you saying we have a pasuk for that pasuk nefesh?
Only by a Jew, like you
No,
realize.
but nefesh, we have a pasuk for the goy nefesh. How does
Right. Oh, Pasuk in Parashat Noach, right. It says,
nefesh
listen. The Pasuk in Noach, The pasuk in Noach is a pasuk that says what Eli says now.
Larry, come on.
Shofech Shatam Badam Nefesh. That
Adam,
Adam.
Okay, Larry.
Shofech
well,
Adam.
Yeah.
You spill the blood of a man, Ba'adam, in another man. This is a bullshit. שופך דם האדם באדם. זה כמעט מפורט. תדעם אצלת, זה גמרא, זה גמרא. Now the Rambam continues, this is not part of our discussion, but it's the same line. וכן, אם הרג טרפה. In Jewish law, if a man has an incurable disease, let's say Hashem Shmarenu, the cancer of the pancreas, you don't have a cure yet. By us, you're not being killed. By a goy, you'll be killed. Moshe Kafto, ונתנו לפני אביו. He ties him up, and he's placing him in front of a lion. Or שהניחו ברעב, he tied him up and he died from hunger. By Jews, it's assumed but not punishable by death. By a goy, הואיל והמית מכל מקום נהרג. You see, the Rambam is
And the
clear.
goy is the victim or the perpetrator?
Both. A goy is telling another goy he died from hunger. But Jew, if a Jew tells another Jew he died from hunger, it's a murder not punished by death. By a goy. But you see, it's very consistent, you know? Even to an unborn child, it's the same. Says Rabbi Feinstein, here you see that unnecessary emotion is behemoth of full-fledged murder. So let's go back now.
Oh, wow. So he always said you shoot in the leg. He said, I mean, if you could save somebody.
You said first?
Right. So he said the Jew, you're not chayav mitah, but you should, but you killed the guy.
Yes.
If he could have saved him,
It's a murder.
it's a murder, and you're going to kill
It's
the
a murder. If you're not, you have to
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah. I know.
that's what we have out there in Asael.
This is what the Ravid, look at the Ravid. Amar Abraham Kasha. This is the question about that. Now, so let's go back. Were they obligated to kill? Were they obligated to put themselves in danger now? Were they obligated to put themselves in danger?
These are Jewish babies that the head
Again,
didn't emerge.
they have the legal right to kill if they want. Why? Because we saw in the Ramban, there are Noahites, correct?
Oh.
There are Noahites, it's
They
under
were Noahide
duress.
at that time.
Did they have the right or not? So, we have to take our Rambam.
And for them to
Rambam
risk, as
said to
Noahide,
Rambam.
the risk was great for them. Much
Yes.
greater.
Is that part of the machloket between Rashi and Rambam?
So we'll see, let's see what the Rambam is saying.
I guess somehow the thought that preceded the Torah, that was not one of them.
Right, but the Shalom is going to be wrong. Give David one, give Ezra one. Give him one. Open the Rambam, Larry. ספר מדע, הלכות יסודי התורה. The fifth פרק. פרק חמישי הלכה דף. We always look at this is Sefer Madà. This is Hod Avodah Zarah. We are looking to for the Sogei Torah. For the Sogei Torah is the first time.
It's so only his first year. 3 or 4 years?
Fasten your seatbelts. We ain't seen nothing yet.
Truth is definitely next on his list.
There's no times. There was a reporter from the New York Times got a hint that this is happening. She didn't want to release it because it may damage the troops that are doing this.
Right.
So at 4:21, he put it on Twitter that he did it. So she calls his cell phone at 4:30 in the morning, and he picks up the phone. Wow. She went, "I want to ask you a question. Is this legal or not?" He answered her. I can't tell you anymore. And he hung up on her. He told that poor knock in the morning. She says, I know he takes calls. He took my call.
This is the
It was really like the
Times?
nibble is
New
going
York Times
crazy.
reporter.
Because he's
Now, from
really
New York
angry.
Times, I asked you a question.
No,
He asked
but
the
he's
question,
the
then he said,
president.
okay, I gotta
This
go.
is the job of a leader.
Yeah.
Look now in the Rambam Perek this. Exactly. לא משנה. You have to make decisions.
Yeah.
Difficult not.
Yeah, the two arguments, whether it's legal or whether this involves China to do the same thing to Taiwan.
So you have to shoot first and ask questions later.
Look at the Rambam הלכה ד'. פרק ה' הלכה ד'. Good, הלכה ד'. Look at that. Good. See that? This is the name of the book is Madad, the book of knowledge. The topic is the topics of the book. Now, look at halachot. This is halachot. Look now carefully what the Rambam is saying. כל מי שנאמר בו יעבור ולא יערב. This is good now. The guy comes to me on Shabbat, the gun says, here is a cheeseburger, I want you to eat the cheeseburger during the week. And you went too far. Perek Yesodei HaTorah, it's right in the beginning.
Maybe plant this page. That helps.
So look at the beginning of Sefer Madad. First you have Sefer HaMitzvot, then you have
Towards the
skip
end
Sefer
of
HaMitzvot.
towards the end of the
Skip the mitzvot, go to Sefer Madad.
It's about
Yesodei HaTorah.
7/8 all the way to the back.
Anyway, כל מי שנאמר בו יעבור ולא יערב. The guy comes to me with a knife, here cheeseburger. ונהרג ולא עבר, הרי זה מתחייב בנפשו. According to the Rambam, it's not a choice, do the עבירה. According to the Rambam, you're obligated to save your life. Don't be a big shot.
Don't be a hero.
I want
But you mentioned Shabbat. Is that significant?
no,
Doesn't matter. Even German?
give me Shabbat, because the Rambam says Shabbat is עבודה זרה.
Oh, I see.
Look at the Kesef Mishneh, the Kesef Mishneh. Now, כל מי שנאמר בו יתבעים. Look at the Kesef Mishneh. סובר רבינו, סובר רבינו, the top right, that's it.
Top right is good.
Keep in mind that the case of Mishneh is about Yosef, because I'm going to read you, I can bring two more many books here, which Shulchan Aruch says. Says the case of Mishneh, סובר רבינו, the Rambam's opinion, שכשאמרו בגמרא יעבור ולא יעבור. If the Gemara says, do the Avera and save your life, Pirush tzarich la'avor, you must tzarich. Today, shalom ya'avor. Which means it's your obligation to save your life. Aval shlemim, Yunis, v'chen rabim, many disagree with the Rambam. Sovrim, she'im neherag v'lo avar, tzedakah t'vashem. Many Rishonim say you have the right to do the Avera to save your life.
You're not obligated.
But you're not obligated.
Are we saying this is private or public? It doesn't matter.
This is it. Doesn't matter. This is the point. ונראה שמפרשים יעבור ולא יהרג, הרשות בידו לעבור, which means you have a choice to save your life. You see, it's interesting. So remember, this is written by the Beit Yosef before he wrote the Shulchan Aruch, and he tells us two opinions. What do you think he would do when he writes the Shulchan Aruch? In a minute. The Katav בנימוקי יוסף, נימוקי יוסף is a commentator on the Rif. אפילו לפי סברת רבינו, even according to the Rambam, that you must save your life. אם הוא אדם גדול, if he is a man that everyone respects, וחסיד ירא שמיים, ורואה שהדור פרוץ בכך, and people are unaware how serious this is, רשאי לקדש את השם, ולמסור עצמו, אפילו על מצווה קלה. He's permitted to do it, even on a small mitzvah.
Maybe let's say Rabbi Akiva.
like Rabbi Akiva, כדי שיראו העם ולמדו ליראה את השם ולאוהבו בכל ליבם. It's So here now you have, let's go back now. The Mayaldot had the legal right to kill the babies because they're doing it under duress. But by doing that, they are exposing themselves to sakana. According to the Rambam, would be asur. But who is Shifra? Shifra is the wife of Amram. Everyone agrees that Amram is one of the leaders of the generation. And the proof is because when he separated himself from his wife, everyone separated. So you have one legal explanation why they did it. Because they figure if I, Yocheved, the wife of the leader, is putting my life in danger to save Jewish babies, everyone would learn. This is one. The second excuse would be, but this doesn't work with the Rambam. Me and you also have permission. Believe it or not, everyone wonders why, but believe it or not, you have access. Go to Shulchan Aruch Kuf Nun Zayin. You already have Kuf Nun Zayin. Everyone wonders why. Remember, this book, Shulchan Aruch, is written by the Kesef Mishneh. He says like this. Listen. Listen to this. Here. All העבירות שבתורה, except the big three, אם אומרים לאדם שיעבור עליהם או יערב. Either eat the cheeseburger or kill him. Desecrate Shabbat. אם הוא בצנעה, יעבור ולא יערב. If it's not done publicly against Jewish. ואם ירצה להחמיר על עצמו, רשאי. Shulchan Aruch is possessed. Every Jew is permitted when he's forced to do an Avirah. Yes, he's permitted to give his life. אם העובד כוכבים, מכוון להעבירו על הדת. If the intent of the boy is to put down your religion, yes.
Well, then you have to give
That's different.
No, but it's not in public. So here the Shulchan Aruch says that every Jew, a guy on a motorcycle on Shabbat comes to you and he says to you, I know that you're religious, light my cigarette. The reason is, I want to show everyone that you're a Jew. According to Shulchan Aruch, if there are 10 Jews, then it's obligated. Even if there are not 10 Jews, if you want, it's permitted. So perhaps we have now 3 legal explanations. Obligated or not, which means they were permitted to kill the baby. One gave them their legal reason to put their life in danger, either because it's the wife of the leader, the wife of a leader, or every person is allowed to do it. Yes. As a Mishnah brings, everyone can do it. And tomorrow we'll continue. There are many fascinating topics here. So the Sanhedrin we have to take back. The Gemarot we have to leave here. 2 Gemarot, the rest we have to take downstairs. Brown Rambam, the Brown.
Yeah, take that.
About it's a shame. Normally I rush home to learn. Okay, next week. What to do next week? Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day, Rabbi Prague. Yeshua.
When he like this was this morning's news.
He did it.